Hey guys, hope everybody had a good 4th of July yesterday. I know I did. I got to go out on the water and do a little fishing first thing in the morning. Tested out a new body of water I've never been to before, the Delaware River. Went to an area we actually I pulled my kayak about a quarter of a mile upstream through some really shallow stuff. There were some class 3 rapids off to the side that I couldn't get through, so I pulled up through the shallows, got to a body of water that was less pressured. Had a great day of fishing. Moved around that stretch. It was about a mile long stretch of, like I said, less pressured water. Caught some good fish. Got to do some river smallmouth fishing, which I really enjoy doing. So, the reason for the video today, when I came back, instead of dragging my kayak that quarter mile back through the shallow stuff, I decided to go through those rapids. Like I said, they were class 3 rapids, nothing too hateful, nothing the bona fide can't handle. There were a few mistakes, and at the end I actually ended up turning over the boat, and I lost 3 fishing rods, which is no big deal. Got away with my life, and got to keep most of my gear and stuff. So I just want to go over with you today that the things that I could have done differently that would have actually helped me fare a little better in the end. So first off, when I hit the class 3 rapids, everything went well. It was smooth. It was actually really pleasant the way the boat handled it. One thing that never crossed my mind, I've never had my seat and my bona fide in a low position, and it didn't cross my mind yesterday to do so. I went down through the rapids, and the biggest mistake I made, I didn't look far enough ahead of me to plan for everything that was going to unfold. So what happened was, I got through the rapids fine. At the end of the rapids, there was a bridge and bridge pillars. So what I didn't realize until it was too late, the rapids had actually changed my course and had me heading right towards one of those large bridge pillars. Water rushing up against the bridge pillars. So what happened was it got too late for me to correct where the kayak was going. So I tried to correct where I was headed, and in doing so, I ended up sideways up against a bridge piling, and what happened was I hit the bridge piling, and the water rushed up over the backside of the boat, and it flipped me over. I had my aeration up on, always wear my life jacket while I'm on the water. That's one thing I won't chance. I've never been one of those people that said it'll never happen to me because I'm a risk taker, and I always know that eventually I was going to turn this thing over somewhere. So when it flipped over, I grabbed hold of the kayak and I finished floating out the fast-moving water. I hit my leg on a couple of big boulders, just some scratches, nothing big, but all the way down through that fast-moving water, my black pack and a few other things on my kayak were just floating downstream, which didn't have to happen. My kayak has a way to tie down the black pack so that it would have stayed in the kayak and I would have never had to chase that down. So after I got past the fast moving water, I got up on the kayak upside down, I flipped it over. A couple other kayakers had seen what was going on, so they came over. One of them grabbed my black pack, another one grabbed my paddle. Everything, like I said, everything was just everywhere. So when I flipped it back over, I actually had 3 rods fall in the water. I lost 3 rods, it sucks, but I consider that minimal damage to what could have been. So when you're on the water, anytime, if there's a way, if you don't have a way, find a way, fasten your black pack down. It very well could have sank to the bottom. I was lucky enough to have some waterproof boxes in there that would not take on water, and it caused the box to float. If you're running a torpedo, secure your torpedo battery. Always wear your life vest. I definitely have my life vest on. And when you're getting ready to run rapids, stop and plan your course of action before you run those rapids, because that was my biggest mistake. If I would have done that and paid attention farther ahead of me as I was going through the rapids, the whole deal would have never happened, and I just wouldn't be here making this video today. So like I said, I knew eventually I was going to turn this thing over. This thing handled it great. Didn't lose much, very thankful for that. Still had a good day fishing, lesson learned, and I hope this helps some of you guys out so that you don't make some of the same mistakes that I did. So Appreciate you watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.